Michael, this is some event and it's proven to be very popular.
Well, this is the 45th year running of the Irish Schools Cross Country Championship, and we would have started off maybe 5 weeks ago with an entry of just shy of 12,000, and we arrive here after a series of regional races, provincial races to the All Ireland, where we have about 950 athletes competing, and they come from all over Ireland. And if you look at the programme, you'll see that we would have schools from the west of Ireland, northwest, Ursline, Sligo, down southwest to Closhna Skellig in Carsiveen. You'd have on the north east side, you'd have Methodist College Belfast, and down in the southeast you'd have Kilkenny, Loreto Kilkenny. And if you wanted to take the middle of the country, you could go through Coleraine in Derry, down to Athlone in the Midlands, and down to Bandon just out the road here. So you have a spread of schools from all over the country. We would have approximately 650 affiliated schools in the Irish schools, and we would end up here today with probably 66 schools competing. So that gives you an idea of the spread of schools across the country, and we have the top probably 950 athletes competing today.
Logistically, how difficult is it to get everyone together in this one spot?
Well, the backup team that we have here, we were here 4 years ago, and I had written to Ian O'Sullivan, who would be one of the driving forces behind it, with Ger Neff, Liam O'Brien and Mary Ash, and I wrote, and it was my wish as president of the Irish Schools that we would return here in 4 years' time. And this, I'm delighted to say that we are back again in 4 years. And if you look around the markings with our sponsor Aviva, it's quite impressive. And parents and kids, they absolutely are delighted to be here. Today, I'd have to say, is tinged with a degree of sadness that our Deputy President, Sean Nyhan, passed away almost a month ago, and Sean would have been the driving force in Munster schools for close on 40 years. But I'd have to say, as I say, I think he's keeping a watching brief on us today. He has kept the rain away for the last 4 hours, which is quite delightful.
Just finally, Irish athletics and cross country for schools is in a very good place.
Well, it's healthy at the moment. We have, as I said, 650 schools affiliated. That's the highest number we've ever had. And you'll see from the competition here today some very exciting races. We have 2 more to come. We have the senior girls and senior boys. It will be very interesting. And we have 4 teams then, junior girls, junior boys, inter girls and inter boys, who will now compete in the Schools International in Manchester in 3 weeks' time against the home countries, England, Scotland, Wales and ourselves.